Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Hot Pot. It's cycle 25, and we still only have 3 dupes, by the way. Have not taken on any others because we are struggling. And I think we're meant to struggle on this map, and the way that we're struggling is definitely oxygen. The oxygen is getting a little bit better. It's still not great. It's only getting a little bit better because I do have these morbs down here that are spawning polluted oxygen every once in a while. So this morb setup is going to continue to grow. By the way, this is a great timing for this. What I do is I usually set my dupes on a very low cleaning priority and also on a high toggling priority so that I can toggle this off. Morbs will not spawn from this until I toggle it back on, which is pretty awkward. But I do have my first couple of morbs here, and as I fill up more outhouses, I'm just going to continue to push this out and expand. I'm going to delete these doors and these walls so these morbs have more room to wander around and more of them can spawn. So this is going to be my kind of like, I don't know how long term this is going to be for oxygen, but this is really going to be my saving grace because I really want to get off this water. And by getting off this water, what I mean is these oxyferns take water, and I don't want to spend this on that anymore because I have no way to generate water up until I can start using the wastewater that my dupes produce from bathrooms. But I need to get my outhouses filled up first, so lots of things that need to happen in a certain order. You can also see I did get my insulated tiles coming up here, and that's because the more that the longer I wait to do this, the more that my base is going to be taken over by heat. And this plot is starting to shrink over time, so I do need to at least reserve as much space as possible with a cool area so that I have enough space to have food and ranching and stuff like that. And then I guess slowly push out as the best I can, or try to make my setups much more compact than they usually are. My building style that I recommended in my walkthrough video is definitely for maps in which you can eventually open it entirely up, but this probably won't be one of those, so I might have to change my building style here to adapt to that. And we'll see what happens when that comes, but yeah. I did eventually get up to 10 oxyferns, by the way, which I didn't mention, and that's why I really want to get off this, because that's the only thing that's really even keeping me afloat right now. And as soon as the morbs start to come up, and as soon as it starts to turn more of that light blue, I'm going to start getting rid of oxyferns until I can generate as much as I need to off of morbs, assuming that's even possible, depending on the number of dupes that I have. So there's a lot of crazy stuff happening here. Food is totally fine though. Food's been holding pretty steady. I just really need to get the perimeter of my base secured so that I don't have as much heat going on inside the middle of my base. Yeah, I don't have a ton of other projects going on other than pushing this out. I am researching the beginnings of the water filtration, which will eventually be used for bathrooms and for toilets, but I don't want to use that until I have my morb setup up and running. And I really don't want to have to waste any water. So this is going to be probably for a lot later, just getting it in the meantime since I didn't really have anything big to research. The other things I could potentially start getting on are like coal generators for power. I will have to start ranching and feeding hatches though, and dupes are at a premium right now, so I don't think I'm going to be doing even that for a little while. So progress has been a little slow, and it's probably going to be a little slow on these maps in particular, because taking on more dupes here is almost a total and certain death sentence. So pretty crazy stuff going on here. Who's starving and what's going on? Oh, I wanted to use the bathroom first. I think you're in the wrong place to eat there, homie. You better get back. One other thing I wanted to show, and this was something cool that somebody left a comment on one of my videos about, is that I found a buried thing, but I'm not going to be able to get in there for a while. But I still do want to know what it is. And the trick that they taught me was if you do this, set this as a top priority. This is probably a bug, by the way. It will say yellow alert here up on the screen, and it will tell you exactly what's yellow alert. So I know this is actually a steam vent just because I did that. So kind of a cool little trick that was a little different than what I did in the walkthrough, but I figure you might as well want this information if I thought it was neat as well. So there you go. Pretty cool trick. But yeah, I do need to change this back down so that we don't continue to get that warning. Yeah, other than that, still producing sand to try to get these deodorizers filled up, but As soon as I can expand this outward, it's going to get better and better. And I may even do this a little bit differently than what I'm doing now, rather than having 2 toilets at a time and only have 1. So that I can slowly just push out like 1 outhouse at a time. These outhouses are going to like take over the whole map. This is hilarious. But yeah, need to get these morb farms, or not necessarily farms, but these morb pits up so I can generate different types of oxygen. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have. There will be another video coming up after this, and I'm not sure when it will be. So since I'm planning on uploading these all as a batch, if you want to keep watching, go ahead and check it out. It should be up. So I'll see you over there.